Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? It is DFS Heart, and today I'm breaking down the 5-game NBA slate that we have on February 5th, which is Sunday. I'm recording this the night before. Before we get into that, I just want to say welcome to my channel. My name is Hart. I make daily NBA, NFL, and PGA slate breakdowns on Draftkings, where I'll be going over the best plays of the day and giving you some building blocks and core plays that you can put into your lineup. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, as it does truly help out my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at DFSHeart. I'll give my pivot plays and takes on who's the best value once we get all the injury news right before the lock of the slate. So it's really important to follow me on Twitter at DFSHeart, as I'll be happy to answer any questions you guys may have throughout the day and then right before the game start. Now I just want to go over my lineup from tonight. Once again, I was busy, so I just threw it in a little single entry $1. So I'm not winning much right now, $1.50, but my core plays have been, hitting the past couple of days. I had, Harden, Cousins, and TLC, and I think DeRozan too, maybe? Or no, I think it was Derek White, but obviously with the news I changed that. So anyways, yeah, Harden, in a great spot against Philly. We got some random news that Durant might be back and might play today, but then he got ruled out. Kyrie got ruled out as I uploaded my video earlier today, but in a great spot. Unfortunately, the game blew out, so he did lose minutes and his triple-double upside. But 53, still fine, I guess. SGA, we got news that he would play right before lock, and then they announced the starting lineup after lock. So it was just a whole mess today in NBA news-wise. So SGA was a great play. As I mentioned, if they keep the games close, it's going to be because of SGA, and he got 54. TLC took that shot, low owned, which I'm surprised about. Got me, 20 fancy points, which is fine. DeMar, great spot, as I mentioned in video, 50.5. DeMarcus, chalk, but, he still got you there, 35. And then I took a shot, as I mentioned on Twitter. McLaughlin, it'd be a good, dart throw, GPP, off of Rubio. I don't know how many minutes he got, but 16. I'm assuming he didn't play a ton. I'm assuming he played maybe 15 at most, but I was fine with that. I stayed on TLC because I was hoping maybe Anthony Davis got ruled out, or if he played, that the game would blow out. Obviously, it's close right now, 70-61, so he's not getting a ton of run, but that's okay. And then I took the shot on Drummond. Super low owned. Unfortunately, that game blew out as well, so just a ton of blowouts. I mean, my lineup's pretty good. It's just, blowouts kind of ruined the chance of it getting into the 300s. But I'll take, 48, and I'll take, getting my money back. It's fine with me. And as I mentioned, we have a five-game slate. Sorry, guys. Late night. We got the Jazz Pacers 4-point spread. There's no totals for the games yet. Heat Knicks 6-point spread. Wizards Hornets 2-point spread. Kings Clippers 8.5-point spread. And I think they're missing the Boston Phoenix game. They haven't put that up yet. So let's get into the breakdown. We got Utah, Indiana. This will be a good game. Two really good teams. Don't forget that the slate and these games start at 12 o'clock because we have the Super Bowl tomorrow night. And I'll be putting up a Super Bowl early look video tomorrow morning to break that down for you guys and tell you guys where I'm looking to go. Most likely contrarian to try to take down that Millie winner. But anyways, we got Donovan Mitchell at the top, 7-9. Not the best spot, even though the Pacers haven't been doing well defensively recently. I do like Donovan Mitchell a decent amount, 7-9. He has huge upside. He's been a little inconsistent the past few games just because of, blowouts, but good spot for him. Rudy Gobert is in it, he's a secondary option, but I do like him at 7-3. 27 minutes. His minutes have been lower recently, as they have been doing with blowouts, but I do think you can run it back with him. I played him last game against Charlotte. Unfortunately, it blew out. He got me 38. He's on pace to get me closer to 50, but what can you do with blowouts? It's just been the thing this year in the NBA. But, yeah, he's more of like a secondary play for me. Conley is out, so guys like Bogdan, Jordan Clarkson are going to be more viable, and there's going to be more minutes for Donovan Mitchell. I like Jordan Clarkson at 5'7", with Mike Conley out. Again, lost minutes just because of the blowout. This game will probably be really close, so I do like Jordan Clarkson a good amount at 5'7". You know, he's got high 30 upside into the 40s if he's doing really well. WESTBROOK, not for me. I do have some interest in Joe Ingles at 5'3". As you'll see, he'll play close to 30 minutes, maybe even more. He's a good point forward. You know, he'll get you a bunch of points, assists, rebounds, he'll get you blocks and steals. So I do like him a good amount at 5'3" today. Derek Favors, no. No interest in the rest of the team. I'd say Donovan Mitchell is my favorite play, and then Joe Ingles and Clarkson, and then you could take like a shot on guys like Gobert and Brogdon, but not really for me. Indiana, Sabonis, 8-3. I don't know why his price is, going down. Obviously, he cooled off last game. He went for 60, 59, and then 23 in a blowout. Or not a blowout. What happened? Oh. I think the Pacers bench kept the game close. So he didn't even put in the starters. He kept DOMANTAS out and the rest of the starters out in the fourth quarter, which is very tilting because I had Myles Turner, low owned. He was doing well. Did absolutely nothing in the second half. So that was annoying. But, yeah, the running back with Sabonis at 8-3. Perfect spot for him. That's, most likely what I'm going to do. Brogdon, 7-6, viable. His price keeps dropping. He can go for 40 plus, as we saw he did like about 4 games in a row. He's been playing bad, so, you can buy low. I like buying low on guys. Brogdon at 7-6 is a great opportunity for that. Myles Turner, I have a good amount of interest with him too. They're going to need him to guard the Stifle Tower the whole game, so he's probably going to play closer to 35 minutes. Has huge upside. He did get in foul trouble last game, so he has, that downside to him is the foul trouble, but I do expect at least 30 to 35 minutes guarding Rudy Gobert, and he's in a great spot, low price. I'd say he's my second favorite play on the Pacers side right now. And then you can take a shot on a guy like Jeremy Lamb. As I mentioned, he's a good shooting guard. Probably will play closer to 30 minutes a game. Great shooter, can get you rebounds and assists, so he's fine at 5'8", not like a first look, more of like a secondary option. And then I guess you could take a shot on a guy like TJ McConnell. He's been doing really well over the past the past 2 weeks. He's been doing really well. About 20 to 30 minutes depending on the game type if it's a blowout. So I'm fine if you go there at 5'5". Who else we got here? That's about it. So I'd say Sabonis at the top, firmly in play 8-3. It's going to be chalky, but that's just too low of a price for him. Brogdon, you can definitely go there at 7-6. I don't think I'm going to do it, but that's a good price for him. And Myles Turner, I really like him at 6-1. So I'd say Sabonis and Myles Turner are the number one place for me on this side. Miami and New York. We have Bam at the top, 9K. I like Bam, but it's just his price is up there. It's just too high. He's getting he's capped at 45 fantasy points right now. He does have a little bit more upside, but that's when he's the main star, the main focus, and that's not how the team is right now because everyone's healthy. Jimmy is questionable, so we have to keep an eye on this. If he's in, I like him. I'd say he's more of a secondary play. He's been playing really well. It's just, the price tag hasn't moved. He's getting about 40 fantasy points here and there. I don't know. I don't like much on this Miami side, even with Dragic out. So we got to keep an eye out on this. If Butler's in, I'd say the best play would be Butler at his price. And then you could take a shot on a guy like Kendrick Nunn. I think he played about 30 minutes, yeah. So he's definitely in play with Dragic out again. I don't know if you can expect 11-17 shooting, but 5'8's a decent price for him. It's just the key is that Jimmy Butler news. If he's in, He's the best play, and then you can look to NUNN at 5'8". If he's out, that puts Hero as the firm number 1 play, NUNN is the second, and then Bam is the third. So we have to keep an eye out on that. New York, we got Randle at the top, 9-2. That's sec. Let me fix this lighting. Oh, fuck. It's hot. Hopefully the lighting's fine. It looks fine. Anyways, sorry about that. Randle at the top, 9-2. I guess you can go there. It's just a tough matchup. Miami's pretty good defensively. He's always in play because he's just the number 1 player on the team. High usage, plays a ton of minutes, close to 40 minutes a game. So you can go to him if you want. That's not really for me. I'd rather take a shot on a guy like Barrett or Quickly and Burks. Elfrid Payton's price is down. Actually, let me revise that. Elfrid Payton, 4-5, 35 minutes, 35 minutes. Been playing really well. He was losing a ton of minutes too quickly. Quickly was coming off the bench, and he was playing really well. So Elfrid Payton's minutes were going down. And then, back-to-back games, he's just been going off. 35 minutes, 35-plus fantasy points. So at 4-5, he's in a great spot. Going to be chalky, but you can definitely eat that chalk. The risk is, if he plays bad or starts off bad, they're going to put in, Burks, Quickly, or Austin Rivers, and he's going to lose all of his upside. So just keep that in mind. But I'd say he is the best play at 4-5 on the side. And then Barrett. And then you could take, secondary shots on guys like Randle, Burks, and Quickly. Washington, Charlotte. Brad Beal at the top, 9-3. His price has come down a ton, and this is a great matchup for him, so I do like him a good amount today. Got more than 26 real-life points in every game this season besides the past one against Miami, which is a fluke. So I'm fine with going to Brad Beal today at 9-3. It's a great price. Charlotte stinks. They're just terrible defense. So load up on Brad Beal, I'd say. Russ in play once again, 8-9. I don't know why his price is so low. He's going to play close to 35 to 40 minutes. Triple-double upside. He's basically been averaging triple-double besides the past 2 weeks because he's been in and out and been doing bad. But you could run a nice little Brad Beal and Russell Westbrook stack today. I think it'd pay off well. Hachimura, Ishmith, Bertans. Bertans is a guy you can take a shot at 4-3. I hyped him up in videos over the past week and a half, and he's just been doing absolutely nothing. He's just been shooting the ball so bad. So you can definitely take a shot on him. He's a good shooter, but he's having a bad shooting streak. Let's see how many minutes Denny's been getting. This team just sucks. They're so bad. I hate playing them. Besides, Beal and Russ firmly in play. You can take a dart throw on anyone else on this team. I just hate them. I'm not going to go there. It's just they play a ton of people. No one's reliable. All the usage is Brad Beal and Russ. So look to those two at the top. No one else. Charlotte side, Gordon Hayward's price has come up to 8K. He's definitely in play because of his minutes and his usage. 43, 49. He's got 60 fantasy point upside. I just don't know if that price, if I'm going to play him. LaMelo Ball, he's a fine play. His price is up there at 7-8, but Devonte Graham is out. He's huge triple-level upside, as we've seen this season, so he's in play. I just don't think I'm going to get to him. I just don't really like playing him for some reason. Devonte Graham is out. Let's see. Yeah, he's out. Yeah. Keep an eye on that. I don't know if this news is updated, and they haven't said anything on Fantasy Labs, any NBA, so not really sure yet. Cody Zeller, 6K. You can take a shot. His minutes did come down. They did get blown out, but I'd say he gets close to 30 minutes a game on the safe side. And he can definitely get you there. It's just going to be a tough matchup against Bam. So at 6K, you're not really getting him at a discount. PJ Washington is questionable if he's back. Cody Zeller does lose some minutes to him. I'd say the best play on this side is ROZJER at 5'6". He came back from his injury, played 36 minutes, so he's getting his full go. I think he's the best play on this side. He'll have the highest ownership on this team, but he's in a great spot at 5'6". It's a really cheap price tag for him, even though he's very inconsistent and this spot is not the best. I'd say ROZJER is definitely the best play. And then Gordon and LaMelo are secondary plays for me. And then you can take a shot on Cody Zeller and hope he stays out of foul trouble. That really does it for me on that side. Boston Phoenix. We got Jason Tatum at the top, 9'4". Always in play. Just a very high usage guy. Ton of minutes. Really good player. So nothing bad to say about him. 9'4". Not the best price for him, but always in play, as I mentioned. Can easily get you there, especially with Brown out and Marcus Smart still out. Obviously, with the news, we got to keep an eye out. Brown might play. They ruled him out pretty late last game, so he might be coming back. This news isn't updated as of now. Oh, it says he won't play against the Suns, so I guess we can stick to that quote for now. Kemba, 6'8". Is he off his minutes limit yet? Played 32, which is nice to see. You can take a shot on Kemba. I don't know if he's off his minutes limit officially yet. It's been ticking up, so we'll see. 27, 28, 30, 32. It's not the best price to take a shot on a guy who's only playing about 30 minutes at 6'8", but you can go there if you want. And then you can take a shot on a guy like these 4'4". They're going to need him to guard Ayton. Play about 25 to 30 minutes. He's a decent option at 4'4". And then guys like T, Pritchard, Edwards. They're all dart throws for me. Out of those three, I'd rather go to Pritchard. As we saw from the beginning of the season, he's the most consistent. They do really like him. Jeff Teague gets washed and trash. Carson just has it's just random. He'll go off for a good game and be bad the rest. He had his great game last game, but we've seen him come in and not do much. So I guess just keep an eye out on that. If Carson starts, then you can definitely look to him at 3'6". But best play on the side is Tatum at the top, 9'4". You can take it, get risky, play Kemba, hope he gets extended. And Thies is shaping up to be good value at 4'4". And then the rest of the guys are just GPP dart throws. On the Phoenix side, we got Chris Paul, top, 7'7". You can go to any of these guys if you want. The guy I'd take a shot on is Ayton. Great matchup for him. Thies shouldn't be able to handle him. He's going to play about 35 minutes, maybe more if it's close. As I mentioned, every time with the Suns, when they're all healthy, they all have a floor of 30 and a ceiling of 45. And they're always priced up a decent amount. So it's just never worth playing them. They just don't have that GPP ceiling for you. Booker, you can just take a random dart throw at 7'4". It's not a bad price for him. But as I mentioned, he's just got that ceiling, or that ceiling cap. So, he's the one who's most likely to have a huge game out of all of them. But I just don't think you have to do it for these prices. If you were to take a shot on one, I would suggest Ayton. Crowder is questionable. Payne's still out. Sarge still out. Nader's questionable. So Frank did start last game, which is really weird and random. He's 3'7". Did decent, 22 minutes. You can definitely look to him again if he's starting. It's a good price. It doesn't guarantee he's going to get a ton of minutes, even though that game did blow out. So just look for the news and see if he's starting. Because if he is, I'd say he'd be the best play at 3'7". And that's saying something because I don't like Frank Kaminsky at all. He's just not a good player. But yeah, if he's starting at 3'7", it's probably going to be a close game. It's easy price to pay off. Favorite player for me. And then taking a shot on a guy like Ayton is my second favorite play. and a no for the rest of the team. Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox is just way too expensive to 8-7. If you land on him, that's fine with me, but I just don't know if I want to pay 8-7 for Fox. He'll probably get me 44 fantasy points. Buddy Hield, 7K. Nope. Harrison Barnes I'll mention just because he's been playing extremely well again. Matchup is not great, trying to guard Kawhi. But he's been playing really well. 6'6". You can definitely go there if you want. My boy Halliburton, gonna load up on him. He'll probably be popular. He had a great game tonight. 45 fantasy points, 23, 6, and 4. As I mentioned every video, I love him. He's a really good player. His price tag has finally come up, which is unfortunate, and he's getting hyped up by a lot of other people now, which is sad because it's going to drive his ownership up. But even in this bad matchup against the Clippers, he's firmly in play. Going to get at least 30 minutes a game. Even if it blows out, he'll get run. So I do really like him a ton. And then Holmes. Price has dropped a ton. 5'6". Going to play at least 30 minutes. I'd say a little bit more. Does have a little bit of foul trouble, so he does lose minutes on that. But if he's playing at least 30, close to 35 minutes, he's double-double upside, as you see, 40 fantasy points. Even in this bad matchup, it's a great price for Holmes. And then you can take a shot on a guy like Marcus Bagley. He is 4'9". It's just, he's foul-prone. His minutes are up and down. It's just, a dart throw with him. You got to hope he gets his run and he stays in there. Otherwise, you're screwed. So my favorite plays on this side are definitely Halliburton and Holmes. And then secondary options would be like Fox, Hield, Barnes. For the Clippers, we got Kawhi Leonard at the top, 9-1. Pretty good play today. Good matchup. Paul George is out as of right now, so keep an eye on that. But if George is still out, lock in Kawhi at 9-1. If George is in, and then if he's in, they're both okay options. I don't know if I'd get to them. Serge, not for me. Batum, not for me. I'd say if George is in, look to Kawhi and George. The rest of them are not. Don't really care about the rest of the team. Maybe a guy like Reggie Jackson, 4'8". He's been starting over Pat Beverly. Been playing terrible the past 2 games, which is interesting to see. Who's been getting the run for him? Oops, not Reggie. Has Marcus Morris been getting some run? Yeah. You can definitely take a shot at Marcus Morris at 4-2. I'll mention that. Get about 25 minutes. I think they've been playing man, honestly, at 3K. A little bit. Yeah, I'd say, the top plays on the side, Kawhi. Firmly in play if George is out. If George is in, they're both decent options. And then you can always take a shot on a guy like Marcus Morris. The rest of the team's just not for me. They're just bad. So I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you like this. This is my first slate that I'm recording the day before, which I'm going to start trying to do more often because it gives you a lot more time for you guys to absorb this information, kind of get a head start of, what teams you want to attack, how you want to build your lineup, and then, just wait for the injury news to come out before these games start at 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. tomorrow, Sunday. So I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. Please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It does truly help out my channel. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning with an NFL Showdown slate breakdown for the Super Bowl. Thank you guys.